Good morning, my lovely crafty people. It's another beautiful sunny day here in the Cotswolds. Hopefully it won't get too hot today. Yesterday was ridiculous. So here we are again with Junk Journal July UK, hosted by The Vintage Button and Be Happy Stationery. And today is day 13, which is negative space. I've watched a couple of videos and some fantastic ideas, but I already had in my head what I was going to do for this. I struggle with empty space, but so today is going to push me out of my comfort zone a little. So I found this image in one of my magazines and I've just backed it onto card, and this is my inspiration for today's page. So I'm going to just pop it up out of the way. I've popped myself a piece of masking tape on my cutting mat because I have a habit of dropping the bottom of the video out. So I went on Google and I just searched silhouette ladies and I found this lovely image with the butterfly, and I'm going to incorporate the butterfly in the decoration. And I have this page out of one of my scrapbooking paper books that I'm going to use as the background or the foreground. It's the piece that I'm going to cut the image out of. So I'm going to turn it over. I've marked the top and the spine, and I'm going to transfer that image onto here, and then I'm going to use a craft knife and I'm going to cut it out. So I find the easiest way to transfer an image is to get quite a dark, soft pencil and just scribble over the edges of the image. If it was a really detailed image, I'd scribble over the whole thing, but I'm just scribbling over the edge of the image. I do have the carbon paper, but I find this is quicker, easier, and makes less mess. And then I'm just going to get a sharp drawing pencil and line my image up with the edge of the page where I want it. And I'm just going to go in and draw a basic outline. I'm going to add the, helps if you actually have a pencil that's sharp. That one will do. So I'm just going to go round the basic outline of the image. I can add in the details later. Bring it down. I'm going to leave that in so I know. And then I'm going to come up around her hand, which is great because I can't draw hands. I can draw some things, but not hands. I think they technically are one of the hardest things to draw. Okay, and let's just do the little butterfly. I'm not sure if I'm going to cut the butterfly out by hand or whether I'm going to use a die cut and do some extra butterflies. So you can see the image then has transferred to my page, and I'm just going to go round it so I can see what I'm doing. And then I'm going to use my craft knife and I'm just going to cut round the image. Where did that come to there? I am going to do this on the video, but I will speed the video up so you're not sitting here watching me cut, because that's quite dull. So I'm going to leave that for now. So, nice sharp craft knife, and I'm just going to go in and I'm just going to draw the shape. So now I have cut out the basic shape. And I'll just show you what it's going to look like on the page. So already we've got our negative space, which is wonderful. I'm just going to go back to the inspiration, the actual thing, and I'm just going to add in some of those stray wisps of hair. Just some of them. Just trying to add in some of the wisps just to give it a little bit more of a personal. Does really help doing things like this, having a sharp craft knife. I actually had to borrow this one off my best friend because mine are all quite blunt. So I have ordered myself some spare blades. Where did we go? So yeah, we've got that. Okay. So I'm going to use my butterfly die cuts, and I'm just going to cut out a few butterflies of different sizes. I've even got a butterfly hole punch that I'm just going to cut out, but I have now got to go and get ready for church, so I will come back to this video and embellish and show you the die cuts later. Okay, crafty friends, we are back, and as you can see, I have cut out the lady's head for the silhouette and die cut some butterflies. I had to go and borrow my friend's die cut because she's got a bigger machine than me. And I'm going to glue it down onto here. But before I do that, I just want to add just a lace edge around the page. So just on the edge. Sometimes I use lace just to edge the page. And it can work quite well. So I'm just going to stick some sticky tape on the edge of the page. And the butterflies I've cut out, I have started to create a die cut box to go with my stamps box. So, Lindsay, you have inspired, but the first thing I need to do is I actually need to trim the edge of this page. So I'm going to just turn it over, line it up with where I want it, making sure it's sat there. And I'm just going to mark the corners of the page. And trim that excess off, because I'm not going to be able to cut it once I have stuck the lace in. So I'm just going to trim that off. That doesn't look overly straight. Let's just straighten up. There we go. I realised on yesterday's video that I was mumbling a little, and I wasn't. I was trying to have a calm voice and it ended up being a mumble. So there we go. Just throw everything on the floor. Let's get that lace stuck down. Where did I put the lace? Here. Just sticking it down. I'm going to leave it hanging over for a bit. And then, this is where the fiddly bit comes in. I'm going to try and glue up to the edges without ripping it. I do have a habit, if I'm gluing something really fine like this, that I end up ripping things because I'm a bit firm with the glue. So we're just going to have a go. Just try and get that little bit there. And apologies if you can hear my son. He has woken up in a good mood today. Oh no, get off the tape. Oh, there we go. Right. Let's stick that down, lining it up with the edge of the page. Get that bit lined up, that bit lined up, and then just coming down. Getting it all lined up with the edge of the page. And then, because this paper's double-sided, I then had a go at cutting some butterflies out on the other side. And these are some stickers that I am trying to use up. And using my aqua marker or my alcohol marker, and I've chosen a nice pinky purple, I'm just going to go around the edge because I stuck these stickers on white card and I just want to lose that white edge. Before I discovered ink and the blending brushes, this is how I edged all of my stuff when I first started out. So my alcohol markers on the brush side are not much good for drawing or colouring because this does muller the edges, does muller the tips of your marker. I've had to replace the black with just some Sharpies and the brown, to be fair, because I do have done this so often. So I'm actually going to stick that one flat in the corner. And then this one, I'm going to use my sticky pads and I'm going to just give it a little bit of a raise effect. And then I'm quite pleased with this page. I like it when you have an idea in your head and it comes together pretty much how you've pictured it in your head. I wanted to do a silhouette as soon as I saw the prompt of negative space. And yeah, so I'm going to get this stuck down. Get that one stuck down first, maybe a little bit higher up. Just hanging over the edge of the page and then using some sticky pads. Just using some sticky pads on the corners and the edges. And then I'm going to stick that down. With an effect. I'm not going to go around the edges of these. I did, using the aqua marker, I did on the back side, just go round to get rid of any of the white where I've cut away, and sometimes it just creates a white on the front. So I'm going to stick that one on there. While I had my die cut machine out, I just did a tab for the corner of the page to show you the prompt. And all I did was I used the reverse of this lovely purple and green paper, and cut it out, then stuck it on some coordinating paper from my scraps, and using these Doodler glitter pens. I use these so much. Just went round the outside of it, and yeah, so I'm just going to glue that. I might glue that over the edge of that wing, and yeah, and then I'm just going to glue this butterfly on here. And maybe just put some of the smaller ones. I'm just going to fold their wings up a little so that they have got a 3D effect. And lastly, this last one. And ta-da! That is our page done for today. Negative space. I really enjoyed that one. Thank you for watching.